Welcome to the Learning to Read video drum lesson series. This lesson covers the topic of 16th rests. Before you do this lesson, you should already know 16th notes and be familiar with the previous Learning to Read lessons as well. To get us started, a 16th rest looks like this. And you'll see that a 16th rest actually looks like two 8th rests, one on top of the other. And if you don't remember what the 8th rest looks like, it looks like this. Now this makes sense because two 8th rests together, 8 plus 8 is 16. So that's a way that you can remember which is a 16th rest and which is the 8th rest. 16th rests are counted the exact same way as 16th notes. In fact, if you had one beat of 16th notes, you'd have one E and A. And if you had one full beat of 16th rest, you'd have one E and A. The only difference is, with the 16th notes you play, with the 16th rests you count, but you don't play. Given that, let's look at number 1 of the beat sheet, 16th rest time. Now number 1, the first 3 notes that you see are 16th notes. You have one E and then comes the 16th rest. You're going to count A just as if you had a 16th note. However, you're going to rest on it. You're not going to play. So the first beat would be 1 E and A. Same thing for the second beat, 2 E and A. And the third, 3 E and A. And the fourth, 4 E and A. The whole measure together, the whole first measure sounds like this. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. You'll notice that in the first measure of number 1 that there's a 16th rest on all the A's. So every time you have an A, you're resting. Measure 2, it changes it up. There's a 16th rest on every E for each beat. So you have 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. Let's play number 1 together, and remember that we're using alternating sticking, which means to go right, left, all the time, except when you have the repeat. No matter which stick you ended up with in the last note, when you repeat it, we're always going to start with the left stick. That makes it so we don't have too much dependence on the right hand or the left hand. I have my geeky metronome to help us count and keep track of where we are.
1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3
Ready?
E
And
A,
go
4
E
E
and
and A,
down.
1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E.
On to number 2. Now number 2, the first 2 beats are the same pattern as the first measure of number 1. You have 1 E and A, 2 E and A. And the second 2 beats are the same pattern as the second measure of number 1. 1 E and A, 2 E and A. The second measure is where it changes up a little bit. The only different pattern we're seeing is the 4 16th notes right on the first count. 1 E and A. The pattern on the second count we've played already. It's the rest on the E. The pattern on the third count is the rest on the A, and so is the fourth count. Let's play number 2 together.
1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3
Ready?
E
And
A,
go
4
E
E
and
and
A.
A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E.
Number 3 introduces the playing on the rim, and you'll remember from the previous lessons that the X means to play on the rim. There are no new patterns in this line. You have the pattern with the rest on the A, and you have the pattern with the rest on the E. The only difference is you're switching it up between the drum head and the rim. The first count of measure 1 would sound like this, 1 E and A. The second count is on the rim, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. Remember to use alternating sticking even when you're playing on the rim. Sometimes the tendency is to just use one hand when you're playing on the rim. Let's play number 3 together.
1 E and A, 2 E and A,
Ready?
3 E
And
and A,
go
4
E
E
and
and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A,
couple new patterns introduced in number 4. The first new pattern that we're going to see is the fourth count of the first measure. On the fourth count of the first measure, we have 4 16th notes, but the first one is on the rim, the second one's on the drum head, the third one's on the rim, and the fourth one's on the drum head. It just goes back and forth. 4, E, and Da. The second new pattern introduced is count 3 of measure 2. Count 3 of measure 2, the first note you see on count 3 is an eighth note. And we know that because it only has one beam or one bar touching it. So you can play that on 3, 3, and the next note is going to come in on the and. And the and the next two notes are 16th notes because they have 2 bars or 2 beams touching them. So count 3 is played like this, 3 and One more new pattern is count 4. There we have 4 straight 16th notes, except the first one's on the rim, 4, the second one and the third one are on the drum head, E and finally the rim. So you have 4, E and Let's play number 4 together.
1 E and 2 E and
Ready?
3 E
and
4
go,
E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E.
Number 5, you've just got to watch. There's a lot of 16th rests in there, and they come in all different places. Constantly look ahead to the next note so you know what's coming. There's no surprises. The first measure would sound like this. You have 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and The second measure introduces another new pattern on count 1. Count 1, the first 3 notes are played like this, 1 E and. The first 2 notes are 16th notes, and you know how to play that, 1 E. And then the third note is an eighth note, and it comes in on the and. So we have 1 E and. Now, because the third note is an eighth note, you're not going to come in until the 2 of the next count. For the 16th note, you have 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and It's just like having 3 16ths with the 16th rest after it. Same pattern, just written differently. And finally, at the end, count number 4, you have that pattern that we talked about that was in line number 4. You have 4, which is an eighth note, so you wait until the and to come in on the next 16th notes. 4 and Let's play number 5 together.
1 E and 2 E and 3
Ready?
E
and
4
go,
E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1
finally,
E.
number 6. Number 6 is tough. There's a lot of rests. There's a lot of changing between the rim and the drum head. You've really got to look ahead in this one and take it slow. Don't get frustrated with it. There is something new on count 1 of measure 2, and that's 2 16th rests in a row. Just like when you have 2 16th notes in a row, you play. When you have 2 16th rests in a row, you count, but you don't play. Let's play number 6 together. And again, don't get frustrated with this one. Practice it slowly until you can get used to the changes in the patterns. Let's give it a try.
1 E and 2 E and 3
Ready?
E
and
and
go,
4
E
E and
and
1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1
There you have it. Those are 16th rests. Remember that the more you read them, the more you practice them, the more fluent you're going to become with them. It's challenging. It takes a little bit of time, but you'll get it. Keep drumming.